Hello, my beautiful lights. How are you? So I'm in a bit of a mischievous mood, and I'll tell you for why. So this is a beautiful message the angels asked me to bring you today. I am getting ready. We're going out to play in the park. We're having some beautiful family time and probably a cheeky ice cream. But divine balance, they asked me to deliver, and I shall. So this message came in about boundaries, and I did a wonderful, beautiful practice last night with a group of wonderful lights. We went into deep meditation. It was about transmutation. And I hope I don't get flagged for this because, you know, certain energies don't want you to have this power. What I'm going to do today is teach you how to transmute that darkness into abundance in your 3D realm. Abundance of all kinds. That includes the monetary realm, love, and everything which is beautiful, that feeds your soul, basically. So we were talking about boundaries and how important it is to set those boundaries in life, okay? So you're not being harsh, you're being real. Let's start with that. You're not being harsh, you are being real. When you are real and you understand the power of your energy, you start to value yourself differently. You see that energy is the highest currency. You know, we're taught it's something else, but energy is the highest currency. So what you give your energy to needs to give you back. That is the beautiful cycle of love. Not the matrix loop, but you want what you give out in a beautiful form. So if you can call one of your friends when you have an issue, they feel they can call you, but they're not throwing up on you all the time. It's the balance of friendship. It's the balance in every relationship. When you start understanding what you're allowing in your energetic field, this is choosing yourself because you matter. And when we say you matter, it is essential for self-care. So you do matter because your vibration matters in the collective consciousness. You are so very important. So when you start choosing yourself, if somebody asks you to do something, you've always said, yes, I will do that, not a problem, and you're people pleasing, that is incorrect because you're not doing it actually from the right place. You're doing that to please them. But what about pleasing yourself? You know, when you set a boundary and you say, actually, no, that's not okay, that is perfectly healthy. You know, you're not arguing, you're literally putting these limits so your energetic field is a beautiful and cleansed and a peaceful one, because we all crave that inner peace continuously. That is the most abundant energy you can feel, right? And when you do, you will align. You don't perform, you simply exist. Your existence within any part of your life is absolutely beautiful. You're not performing to be a friend. You're not people pleasing. You're existing by being your divine self, your authentic self. Now, that came through very, very strong. We want peace, not confusion. We want love in all forms. And that's how we need to sit. If it brings you confusion in any form, if something brings you to a place where you question yourself, then it's incorrect. Okay? Now, this is the key. So, I did have somebody ring me last week and they're in a bit of a pickle, and it made me address this situation. And I looked at it in a different light. I looked at it from sort of a master energy. How would we deal with this? Because we don't want to return negativity. That's not how it works. We know negativity returned is not abundant for your form and it puts you in a lower frequency. We don't entertain it. So what we sat with is this beautiful art of transmutation. So say somebody is sending negativity to you. Say somebody watches this and I trigger their shadows and all of a sudden they're cross because I'm a light worker. We're meant to trigger, we're meant to empower you, we're meant to help you face shadows and then find your beautiful, beautiful sense of self. Understanding your shadows is understanding yourself and it's part of you. So that triggering aspect that we hold is in order to allow you to grow to your best self. And once we do the shadow facing, that's when we have this self-expansion. This is when we find who we truly are. It's a bold and essential step upon your evolutionary journey. Okay, it's not all roses and butterflies. That would be a lie. You have to do this deep shadow facing. So we do trigger people, but that can come through as negativity. They're like, well, who does she think she is telling me that? That's negativity. Boom. So how do you transmute that into power, okay, to fuel yourself? You know, I talk about transmutation. So what we're going to do now is when people send negativity into your energetic field, yes, you can deflect it, you can mirror it back. It's how you choose. You can transmute it into beauty and light. But how about you transmute that negativity into your financial world? So when people are sending you negativity, they are in fact sending you money and making your life more abundant, giving you that sense of freedom within the 3D realm to explore more. Let's do that. Because in a way, it might be off, can't say that word on YouTube, but you're not doing that. You're simply transmuting it into beautiful light, right? And it's bringing abundance to your 3D realm, which is giving you this chance to be free with life. You know, if you couldn't afford to do that in that section, then all of a sudden this abundance comes into your life and you're like, thank you very much. That's absolutely amazing. So we're going to do this practice together. This is your power. So I'd like you just to take a seat. This was gifted to me. I will tell you about that in a second. Take a seat, place your hands over your heart. You can pray, you can meditate, you can see it in your mind's eye. It's what you feel is the most essential thing here. So this is what we say. So if we pray to God, if you pray to Source, if you pray to your angels, your ancestors and guides, you can feel it, you can say it. Once you feel it in this heart frequency, it is. Okay, so let's say this together. Any low frequency sent towards me with ill intention, I ask God's source of the highest heavens, my angels, ancestors and guides, to transmute it before it enters my energetic field into abundance, growth and beautiful energy, bringing material and spiritual growth in all aspects of my life. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Say that with power. That's the intention behind it. I made an intention behind this video before we began today. So if you share this video, if you want to put this light out there, absolutely feel free to. It's a beautiful vibration. It just comes back to you tenfold because that's the intention I place behind this. Because the more light we spread in the world, the more light we get back. And that is true. We are the energy that we project, okay? So if we're projecting love, we're projecting abundance, that is the reflection that actually we get back. It's absolutely stunning. Now, I use this practice and let me tell you, it works, and it works very, very fast and very, very quick. Now, we don't want to annoy anybody. We don't want to do that in any form, but we're bound to. We're bound to. And because of the frequency certain people are sat at, say jealousy is one of the lowest frequencies, but it's very apparent. So when somebody's jealous of your world, they're jealous of your life, and they have no idea how or you've got to where you've got or anything like that. They're judgmental energy, but that's a negative vibration that they're sending towards you. When you transmute that and you turn it into power of abundance in all forms, that is just growing your beautiful garden the way you want to grow it. And that's what this is all about. You are creating your own reality. You're co-creating with the universal energies. So why not co-create from a place of balanced frequency? And if people send that intention towards you, what's happening is it's being transmuted. It's being absolutely transmuted. So your bank balance will grow. That's it. It's literally turning the darkness into light. And it's a beautiful way to do it. It's absolutely beautiful because that is actually bringing universal balance to this situation. You know, what people project onto you in a negative way is the energy they're holding, and you understand that. It's not something directed necessarily always towards you. That is how they're feeling in a situation. It's a projection of their internal energy. But this way you are not projecting back. You are not putting karma in your energetic field. You are simply transmuting that into beauty, light and power. And that is the key here. So if you're struggling with a situation where somebody is constantly energetically attacking you, they're constantly throwing up on you, negativity and situations, transmute it. Transmute it. Make your world an abundant one. Why not? Because everything is energy. And when we understand that everything is energy, look what the angels have put on my desk. forever. Protection, right? It's part of the protection. Everything is energy. And when we understand that energy never dies, we can transmute it and we can sort of bend it to our will. That's the alchemy that's within you. So give it a go and try it and let me know what you think, because it's very, very powerful. I have done this myself. I didn't want to put it out until I had transmuted that myself. I've literally done that myself, and I have just watched. And I was like, wow, yeah, it works. It's the power we hold within and the intention we put towards something. That is so important. That intention of heart, that power we hold inside. When you feel it, you can see it, you can visualize it, and you feel absolutely everything running through your being. That is when it's powerful. So say it with feeling, rewind it, share it. When you share it, you're putting an abundant form out into the universal energies, and just feel the frequency. So I'm going to have a play in the park and some beautiful ice cream now, my beautiful lights. It's been a very long week, and I'm going to hug a few trees and enjoy the frequency. And until next time, have the most beautiful and abundant weekend. From our hearts, me and the angels, to yours. Bye-bye for now.